Hey guys, it's Lizzy from the Brooklyn Kitchen again, and today I'm going to show you how to break down a whole chicken. So a lot of people get a little intimidated by buying a whole chicken at the store, but if I could persuade you to buy a whole chicken, then my work here is done, okay? One thing, we're going to get all the carcass left out of it. So this is what a whole chicken looks like, okay? And what we're going to do, I've got a sharp knife. I'm gonna take off some of this fat. So I'm just going to cut that off, and I like to leave a tray where I can put all my scraps on as I'm doing it. So all of this fat isn't really necessary. I could maybe decide to render it down if I wanted to, but we'll see what I'm going to do with it. What I want to do is I want to start taking off the joints. Now, you can see where this chicken wing's moving, okay? I like to crack the bone. I don't know if you could hear that. And then it's a straight cut through. Okay, so I've got some chicken wings, or the tips, and what's going on with that is going to go into stock. Comes apart nice and easily. I'm finding the joint. Now what I want to do as well is I want to find the joints in my, I want to take the thighs off, okay? So it like I said, I always say things come with direction. There's almost a line telling you where to cut. So I'm cutting through that, and then I don't know if you can hear that pop, but I got a nice pop off that bone. Breaking through. So I've got my little oyster in here, and I've got my thigh and my leg. I'm going to do the same with the other one. Just give it a quick cut through there, break through the skin. You can hear that pop again. That's my joint coming out. Straight down. I've got my chicken thighs. And now I'm going to work on the breast, okay? I'm going to cut along the sternum, along the breastbone here. And I want to make just one little cut like this, just so I can kind of see the lay of the land. And I'm going to then, with my knife, kind of pressing against the bone, I'm removing the meat from the breast here, okay? Just cutting through and cutting through that joint as well. My knife probably could have been a little sharper than I thought. So now I've got one breast off the bone with the nice little winglet attached to it. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just cutting along that breastbone here. Move it around so you can see. Holding my knife in. Cutting it across. And you're basically using the blade of your knife to kind of feel where to cut. Cutting straight through. I've got my breast here, and I've got a chicken carcass. Now there's a little bit of meat left on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast this off and then make a chicken stock. So this is going to be my chicken stock, okay? That's the chicken stock. Now I've broken my chicken down into 4 pieces, okay? Nicely broken down chicken. If I want to go a little further, I can separate the thigh from the leg as well. What I want to do there, again, see we've got a little, see how this chicken's moving? I know that there's the joint in there. And boom, cut right straight through it, okay? So I'll show that to you again. See that joint and that line? That's what I'm going for right here. Now, people sometimes have questions about, like, should you wash your chicken before you start cooking it? I'm gonna say no, because I think you're actually, see, I didn't quite get that there, but I can pop that. and then cut through. I don't wash my chicken before I use it because I find that you can just contaminate more. But what I will do is, you can see that I'm kind of using I'm not using my wooden board, I'm using the plastic board for this. So what I would do is I would wash this down with some bleach or some salt, and I'll clean the board underneath as well. And if you want to stay tuned, underneath here, I wanted to show you, this is your chicken tenderloin. Okay, so these are the bits that you buy in the supermarket and pay a fortune for. These are your 2 lovely chicken tenderloins. Okay, that's what chicken fingers are made of, people. You can have your own if you buy a whole chicken. You don't just have to buy the pieces. These are really nice. We'll take off this little bit of, just that little tendony bit we can cut off. And this is really nice in stir fries and stuff like that. Bread them, fry them up, give your kids some chicken fingers or something like that. But yeah, so just look at all these wonderful cuts that we've got from our chickens, okay? We're gonna see how I make some chicken stock a little later on. But that's Chicken 101. And look at my awesome carcass, which is gonna become stock. Okay, cheers guys.